I'm here with Sean King-Zett from the Care of Trees, and in about 60 seconds we're going to tell you how to keep your trees hydrated, because that's about the most important thing you can do. Well, there's two things: water and
mulch.
And mulch.
And then nutrients.
Well, but mulch is nutrients,
mulch
right?
becomes nutrients. It's
Yes.
been a hot, dry summer across the whole entire United States, and trees struggle. You can tell when your grass is struggling, trees need help too. So there's a lot of tips and things you can do to help them out. Right here we have a gator bag. This is a donut style. With your younger trees, they need water 3-4 times a week in that first year. So what happens, you fill this up, it slowly drips out. You fill this up a few times a week, and you're really going to help your young tree out during those
About how
early
fast
months.
does that take to drain?
About a day, about
Okay.
12 to 16 hours. When it lays flat again, then you know you need to fill it back up.
Now another
style.
gator bag is this. Yes.
Yeah, the advantage of this one is that it holds more moisture. The disadvantage is that it's up around the trunk, and it's good for trunk to stay high and dry, and inside of here moisture can collect. But still, versus getting water for a young tree and not getting water, this is much better to use than to not water your young tree.
Okay.
It's very helpful.
Another way you can water is with
By
a
an
sprinkler.
oscillating sprinkler. The nice thing about this is here we're an established tree bed. This thing can radiate out, and it hits a much greater surface area, so you're going to get water to a lot more roots. You can just let this thing run for an hour, 2 hours, let that water get soaked down into there.
Now you can use this for mature trees, because a small tree, obviously you've got a root ball and you want to get right where the trunk is.
Yes.
But for a mature tree, this will cover a wider area.
These gator bags are not going to work for established trees.
Okay.
And then another option
Yeah.
is a soaker hose. You can get it to a greater percentage of the root system of this crabapple tree here. You put it on, you can let it run, and it can slowly trickle down. Some other tips with watering: you don't want to wet the foliage. You're trying to get the water to the soil and to the roots. You don't want to be getting the foliage of the trees wet. You can promote different types of diseases.
And then finally, what we would tell people is water as long as the ground is not frozen. So I tell people, if you're fixing a turkey on Thanksgiving Day and you got time, go out and set the soaker hose.
That's a good point. Trees need to get the proper amount of moisture as they're going dormant, and so late season watering can be very helpful. And a lot of times people forget that in October, November to water.
Especially if it's been dry all year, your tree is going to need the water going into the winter.
It's going to need the help. Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.